Look at this dude. Wait till you see him. No, 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 no. Ah, look at the top of his head. Look at his lips.
Alrighty guys, so despite what the intro would suggest, this video is not intended on being a smear video of LudicrousCunningFox or Wild Savannah testing A. It's more of a response to comments and claims that Animalia is a less polished, worn down copy of Wild Savannah testing A, which I highly disagree against. This is my attempt to give you guys kind of a direct comparison between the two and let you guys, the audience, judge for yourself and see which one you guys believe has more creativity and thought put into it. So just kind of understand that all these opinions are all of my own and not to be expecting, just know that they're all my opinions. Otherwise, yeah, nobody's told me what to say about these, and I'm just kind of throwing it out here, what I feel these games both have to offer. Just to kind of get straight to the point with things, while there are benefits to both, and some things that I feel are probably more likely better with testing A over Animalia, like currently the animations are better, a little bit, not too much, but they are a little bit more polished, and I think that the game has more creatures that are currently playable, so actually that's not even a thing, that's more of like a real thing. There are more creatures that are playable, as well as like the game is currently active and playable at the moment. It's also free, so I mean, as for the main benefits, I mean, that's kind of where those end from my point of view. As of right now, Animalia has better and more maps. Movement animations are better for some creatures, not all. Animalia is also a dedicated creature survival game, very similar to the Isle, not in lore, but in mechanics, as some people wanted to point out that the Isle has strains and humans and such. But as of right now, I mean, please show me where those are playable. So I'm just kind of going off of the right now, not as in like may happen in the future or whatever. As of currently, they are both very similar, and to be honest, the games play almost identically. As for Animalia itself, it's got a lot of potential, and at some point here should be coming to early access with multiplayer, AI, semi-aquatic creatures like crocodiles, as well as flyers like eagles and such. And yes, testing A does have flyers, but currently it's kind of a mixed bag, with most missing functionality. Some of the flying mechanics are a bit wonky at the moment, and it may just be me, but it does take some getting used to. But otherwise, I mean, it's nice to fly around and see, you know, the map and everything, but the map itself is very bland and boring from my point of view, and doesn't really have too many interesting landmarks or places to explore. While I find Animalia's map in most cases do need some work, but all seem to have many landmarks and places to see, which I could probably show some of those here. I did find that there was a very interesting like human settlement or something, which I didn't really see the original time that I the first time that I played Animalia, which for the most part kind of gives me this maybe a post-apocalyptic feel to it or something. But yeah, otherwise, I mean, it kind of gives me some interesting ideas of what exactly their plans are for lore or anything like that in the future. But I thought it was kind of interesting to show. As for attack mechanics, most creatures in Animalia currently have none, and the few that do, it's kind of a simple, just like a bite mechanic, which is more likely subject to change. I believe most of these things are, most of like the interactions and stuff are subject to be improved and are currently placeholders, as well as most of the models of the creatures, if not all. While like testing A has some mechanics that seem better, it seems that you can only attack when you are either like right up on the creature, i.e. like if you're maybe a lion chasing down a zebra or something like that. And many like of the interactions, minus like drinking water, that seems to make sense when you're right up on water. Like most games, either you're drinking the water, or if you are eating or something like that, shouldn't really be executable unless you're like doing that action. But just kind of in my opinion, if like you are attacking something, you should still be able to execute that, and maybe do it like a similar like hitbox type of thing, kind of like how maybe like the Isle, because that's kind of like my best comparison for this. How you'll either, the attack will be executed and either go through its whole like animation or whatever, or it'll just hit the creature or whatever and cause damage. But I don't necessarily like the way that testing A does it. But then again, that's also just my opinion. While this is not the most in-depth analysis of these games, I just wanted to address some of the criticism that I feel these games are personally not in the same league as one another and should not be directly compared to each other. There are some good things going for testing A, and I think it's amazing that people spend their time to make these creations for free to the public. Animalia is personally a game that I think people who want a realistic survival creature survival game will enjoy, and truly should be given a chance by people who are fans of the genre. Saying something is bad just because they have the same premise is ignorant in my opinion, and wrong, as saying because they use the same basic premise they are the same. Testing A is a passion project, and as far as I know, one person is making something in Roblox that they enjoy and they want to share to the public, while Animalia is a larger, more ambitious project in scope that I think has a ton of potential, and me personally, I will be keeping a close eye on. Otherwise, I just wanted to make sure that everybody understands that everything that I stated in this video was of my opinion alone, and that I was not influenced by either the creators of either one of these games to say anything. These are just my opinions, and realistically, I don't have that much to go on. I just have this kind of demo version of Animalia to mess with, as well as I have basically I have the same version of Roblox testing A Wild Savannah that everybody else has, or that everybody else plays. And I think it's kind of just been a little bit of a learning experience for me. This is not really the type of video that I normally do, so just kind of go with it. And just take the opinions for what they are. I just kind of did this kind of off the cuff, and it's something that I'll get better at as time goes on. But if you guys would like me to play this or any other Roblox creations, please let me know down in the comments. Also, if you guys would like to check out my original video on Animalia, please click the card I will be leaving in the top right of the screen here, somewhere in the top right. If there are any other opinions about this or something I may have missed, as I more likely have, just let me know. I do read all my comments. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.